In the heart of Tornado Alley in 2014, Oklahoma has an easy year, less than 20 twisters. But in Oklahoma City, the police department is getting slammed with a man-made disaster.
Oklahoma City police confirmed they are investigating this claim.
The force rocked by allegations against one of its own. Officer Daniel Holdsclaw is preying on those he's sworn to serve and protect. But now he's the one being pursued by sex crimes detective Kim Davis, and it is personal.
For someone to use the badge and the gun to just do the most demeaning thing to a human being, it's infuriating. It was my main focus. I was going to put him in prison.
The alleged victim, Oklahoma City native Janie Liggins. She runs a daycare center, is 57 years old, a mother of 4, and a grandmother of 12.
I looked in my rearview mirror and I noticed the lights and I know it was a police car.
She recalls the night she was pulled over along a section of 50th Street. The officer told her she was driving erratically.
And when I opened the door, he came to my car. He said, "I stopped you because I saw you was swerving."
He starts to question her about a cup of Kool-Aid seen in this police photo and whether she's been drinking. She says she had not. But when the cops start searching her, Liggins says the traffic stop gets weird and scary. She says he orders her to expose herself.
I'm like, "What? You want me to take my pants down?" Then he was like, "Yes." I said, "Oh, no, sir." I said, "You're not supposed to do that, sir."
Liggins says Holdsclaw then forced her to commit a sex act on him as he stood by the open rear door of his police car.
She was scared to death she was going to die. She didn't look at his face. She didn't look at his name tag. She said all she could stare at was his gun.
In his police interview, Holdsclaw acknowledges Liggins was afraid of him.
Did she ever ask you if you were going to shoot her?
She did. She was talking about a pistol all the time and talking about guns and whatnot. And I'm like, "Calm down." I'm like, "I'm not going to shoot you or anything like that."
Did she think you were going to shoot her?
Maybe.
It's disgusting. And this is my mother, who is a grandmother.
Liggins' daughter, Latoya Rifa, sat by her mother's side during our interview.
And he assumed that he could do this because there's no way she's going to report him. There's no way nobody's going to believe her.
And did he say anything?
He just backed up and he zipped his pants up. And he moved back and I just got out his police car and walked towards my car thinking he was going to shoot me in the back. And he let me live to tell the story. Big, big mistake.
2 hours later, encouraged by her family, Liggins reports the assault to the police.
If I could have went and found him myself, I would have gladly done so. Terrible.
Do you want to take a moment? You okay?
No, I'm fine.
Did you believe her?
Yes, I did. There was no motive for her to make this up.
Detectives scour Holdsclaw's car for evidence, but find nothing more than fast food wrappers, muscle supplements, and a Justin Timberlake CD. But when they examine Holdsclaw's uniform, hoping to find Janie Liggins' DNA, they get a shock. They find DNA all right, but it's not hers, and it's not from Holdsclaw's girlfriend either.
There was unknown DNA, female DNA on the inside of his pants.
Detectives now deduce 2 things. The unknown DNA may be another victim, and Holdsclaw, a serial predator. The hunt begins for a match to the mystery DNA.
We weren't going to stop till we found it. Juries today want DNA because everybody watches CSI.
Everybody wants the DNA moment.
Right.
They begin checking the records of Holdsclaw's encounters with other women on his beat.
I think we hand-searched 6 paper boxes full of those, trying to find everybody he ran.
So that's like thousands of names is my assumption.
Oh, thousands. We just made a list of black females that he stopped and ran and started going door to door.
Behind those closed doors, and as the investigation widens, just what they feared. They find more women who say they too were attacked by a cop. And when the story leaks,
An officer has been placed on administrative leave.
still more women come forward. Take the case of 22-year-old Shardarian Hill, who was handcuffed to this hospital bed, high on drugs after an arrest, when she says she was sexually assaulted.
I didn't know what to think. I was scared because I was just like, this is a police officer. I didn't know what to do, and then I'm handcuffed to the bed, so I'm just like...
You're powerless.
Yes, I'm in his custody. I don't know what he might do next, so I just didn't even say nothing.
And then there's Carla Raines, a 45-year-old mother of two, who says she was forced to expose herself by an officer, supposedly checking for drugs or weapons.
So it got to the point to where I raised up my shirt. Okay, can I go now? Can you let me go?
Why didn't you report it?
I didn't think that anything would happen.
And then the police tracked down this woman, 39-year-old Sherry Ellis. She tells a now familiar story. She was walking down Highland Drive when she was stopped by a cop in a squad car.
And that's when he started doing things that he shouldn't be doing.
What kind of things did he do?
When he searched me, he searched under my clothes. He patted me down up under my clothes.
Ellis says the officer ran her name and found she had an arrest warrant and multiple unpaid fines.
He's like, well, okay, what do you think we need to do about this, Miss Ellis? And I said, I don't know. Are you going to take me to jail? And I was looking down because I said in the back of my mind, oh, my God, I'm going to jail, you know. And when I looked up...
When she looked up, she says the officer forced himself on her. But her ordeal would not end there. Afterwards, she says he drove her to this abandoned schoolyard.
He drove me to a school, and let's side of the school in the back. And he opened the door, he told me to get out and pull my pants down.
And allegedly assaulted her again.
When it was over, he said I was free to go.
And now police are connecting all those cases, the women, African American, and mostly middle-aged, to that young, all-American, clean-cut cop, Daniel Holdsclaw, an officer allegedly leading a double life on the night shift. 2 months after his interrogation, he is arrested in the parking lot outside his gym.
Police officer arrested. Officer Daniel Holdsclaw is in custody tonight, with several women coming forward claiming to be his victims.
They have Holdsclaw. They also have a growing list of accusers. But there's a problem. Not one of the women is a match to that critical clue, the mystery female DNA found on the uniform.
We kept going and kept searching because we had to find a match.
When we come back, something else that's not adding up. Is it possible police are chasing the wrong man?
Your description doesn't match Daniel Holdsclaw.